Hey guys, hope you all have been well. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a declutter video. I am on a declutter kick. I can't even tell you how many declutter videos I've watched over the past 3 days. So since my last video, which was a update on the no buy and a mini declutter, I continued to watch declutter videos and decided to do another run through of my entire collection and declutter as much as I could without feeling like I'm being or forcing myself to do it, if that makes any sense. Let's not waste any time and get straight into the declutter. I'm gonna be completely honest, I'm just being lazy and just refusing to look back at my old declutter videos. I'm not sure if I showed these already, but these are 3 foundations that I decluttered. These 2 I have in my collection. The reason I got rid of them is because the shade is not right for me. This one is the NARS Radiant Longwear foundation, and this is in the shade Valencia, and it's like a bit too orange darkish for my skin tone, so I got rid of it. And then this is also the Estee Lauder Toasty Toffee Double Wear foundation. I'm thinking, because these foundations I actually just gave to my mom, I'm not sure if she's using this, and if she's not, I think I should just keep it in my collection. The lightest version that I have of this is still, it's not quite my skin tone, and I feel like I have to use more of that middle shade, but if I can just kind of concoct something between the lightest and this one, maybe I can just not have to buy foundation again, you know, no buy. So this is the ColourPop No Filter Stick Foundation. This is in Light 70W. Looks like that. Honestly, I did not like this foundation. It's very full coverage, but it's like the uncomfortable full coverage where you feel it on your skin. And if I'm gonna go full coverage, I'd much rather use the MAC full coverage foundation. I think that's better, and this gets my skin super greasy because I'm already oily skin, and if you know, then you know the struggle. I am actually going to be getting rid of both of my cream bronzers. The first one, this hurts so bad. This is the Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel, and the only reason I'm getting rid of this, actually both of them, is because of how old they are. I've gotten a pretty good dent in this, and I think that if I were to repurchase a cream bronzer, I would just go with this. I like the coverage enough, like it's just like the perfect amount of bronzing to the skin to kind of create shadow and warmth. So I think I might repurchase this eventually, but I'm in no rush. And I'm also going to be getting rid of my Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate Intensity 2. I really like this one, but I think I might get Intensity 1 again should I ever decide to repurchase, because this is just, it's too dark. It's almost like a struggle to work with. Like, that's how old it is. It's squeaking. It's a little too hard to work with. Like, you have to be very, very careful with it, and I'd much rather have a product like this where I can just like slap it on a brush and go ham on my face, you know. I'm gonna get rid of the Coty Airspun loose face powder. Funny story, I never noticed Coty in this entire time. Like, I never knew it was Coty Airspun. I just called it Airspun. Anyways, this is the translucent extra coverage powder. Should I show you? Yep, I'm not going to. It's a good powder. I feel like it works, but I prefer my Patrick Star loose powder, and I do have a backup of that. So when am I ever gonna finish this? Never. And it just smells like, really, you know, like that old lady powder smell. You know what I'm talking about? Like, that's what it smells like. I don't like it. I'm gonna get rid of some brushes. Surprisingly, this is another one that's difficult. I would say this is a lot more difficult than getting rid of lip products or eyeshadow, because I love me some brushes. However, I'm going to start off with the Morphe ones because there's only 2. This T-Bird brush This will be great for contouring or like applying blush, but I never use it. I never use it. Oops, touch my lips. And so I'm going to give that away. And this fan brush, I thought I'd be like all into this for contouring and stuff, but I don't really like it. I prefer the fluffier brushes so that it looks more feathered when I use like my bronzer or try to contour bronze. Remember, I trademarked that word because you really contour bronze. That's what it is. And then I'm going to be getting rid of 4 MAC brushes. I know. So these 2 are the skunk brushes. This is the MAC 159, and I like this for blush. I think that these types of dual fiber brushes, I think they're, what it's called? Dual fiber? Not really sure. I think it's dual fiber. It's really nice to apply blush, but I have 2 other ones similar to this from MAC that I prefer to keep instead. This one is good for cream contouring, and this is the MAC 164, but I don't have cream bronzer, so what the hell am I gonna do with this? I also have the MAC 1, that's how old this is. This is the MAC 129. I think it's the 109 brush, that really short stubby one. I like that one for contouring or applying something like specific. I have a brush similar to this in other brands that I prefer a lot better, but this one was probably the hardest one to give away because it's got like a really nice feel to it. See, I'm already having second thoughts. It might just be because it's blush related, but I know someone that's gonna do or could use this, put this to good use a lot more than I can. So, and this is the MAC 150 brush. This is basically the older brother to the blush brush. This is a powder brush. Again, it's still very soft, but there are other ones that I prefer. So you're gonna find a new happy home. This is a little sample of MAC's vanilla pigment. I have the vanilla eyeshadow and in the pressed version, and so I really don't need to have this. And this is a really good like brow bone and just general highlighter alternative. So this will be going to a lucky recipient. 3 eyeliners I'm going to give away, 2 from Urban Decay. These are really nice. I love Urban Decay, their eyeliners, the, what are they called? 24/7 glide on pencils. The formula is awesome. I love the shade ranges, but I find that when it comes to these things, I'm pretty much a black eyeliner or a dark brown eyeliner person. That's just what I go to. I don't need to have 1,000 shades of them. So this first one is in Mushroom. I'm going to swatch it just so that I can describe the color to you. I would say it's more of like, it's kind of like a charcoal brown. Got a little shimmer to it, almost like slightly like a lighter gunmetal. This is a shimmery brown, almost bronzy color. And I love this one too. This shade is in Hustle. Beautiful color. Again, I really don't need to have 1,000 browns. This is NARS's Larger Than Life pencil in Barrow Street. This mint green color. I don't need to swatch it, and the only reason I'm not going to swatch it is because this stings. It stays on forever, and the color is beautiful, but I'm not one to wear like light or bright lower lash line shades. I have my MAC one, I think it's Fascinating Eye Kohl, which is that white one. I'm pretty sure that's all I'm ever gonna need. So this can be put to good use, and it's a very, very long lasting eyeliner. Girlfriend, can you sweat any more than you already are? Jesus. Whew. This is taking a toll on me. I'm going to be getting rid of a lot of lip pencils. Surprisingly, I thought I went through them and was like, I don't need to get rid of none of this because I went through all my lip liners. No, girlfriend, you just got a problem is what you got. So I'm going to start off with these technical, what are they called? Cream stick liners. Why did I call it technical? I think they have a different eyeliner that's called technical. I'm pretty sure. Now, these cream stick lip liners are no longer in MAC's like in their collection. I'm a little upset because these are amazing. They are what most people find appealing about other lip liners, like that creamy, very easy to glide on type of lip liner. I'm gonna swatch just so you can see right here. Like, look at how creamy that is. And the shades that they have, I'm gonna show you. I hope you can see. Like, look at how neutral they are. They're great for everyday wear. A lot of the shades that were in this line were like generally around the same color family, and they're just so beautiful. So let me just go through the colors. This first one here is Sublime Culture. This one is Portside. This one's really pretty. I like that. Pink Treat and Ginger Root. I used to love it. These three were like some of my favorites. I have 4 more. This long pencil one here is in Vino, and it's like a vampy dark purple. Let me have your swatcher for you. Why talk about it? Like a berry vamp color right there. It's pretty, but I also have Night Moth. They're not exactly the same, but I really don't need that kind of variation. This one, these 3 here are the Pro Longwear line. This one is in Kiss Me Quick. It is a red, and I do have the cherry lip liner, so I prefer to keep that one. This one is in Etc. I'm pretty sure I have something similar in the regular pencil line, and I don't generally use colors like this because, well, it doesn't really go well with my skin tone. So. And this one is in Absolutely It. It is beautiful, but I do have like a dupe color in the regular line, so I'm pretty sure this can find a nice home, but it is beautiful. Like, I'm such a sucker for these shades. It's ridiculous. This is my one and only Dose of Color palette. Now, I've used it quite a bit on my channel. I've done quite a few looks on it already. And I was looking through, I had to look through my entire eyeshadow collection because that was my biggest declutter. And I found that I do have colors like this, like, hello, it's me. I like browns. So if I'm going to pick between this palette and the colors that I chose to keep, obviously I would choose those. I still feel like it's worth investing in, but again, if I'm just gonna compare between the browns, the billion browns that I already have, I'm gonna pick those. So this can probably be put to better use with someone else. We have finally come to the last item, and it's going to be the biggest portion. I am not going to go through every shade. I'm just gonna show it to you because this will take forever. However, this is a MAC double-sided palette, build your own palette. It doesn't have inserts in it, and you'll see why in a little bit, but these are all eyeshadows. These are MAC eyeshadows, majority of them are. NARS duos, and I believe 2 singles, and then a couple Makeup Geek eyeshadows. So majority of what you see here on this side are MAC shadows. Everything except these last 3. These are Makeup Geek shadows. Everything else that you see are MAC shadows. I have the 15 pan older MAC palettes. That's how I started collecting MAC eyeshadows. And I used to have 8 entirely filled eyeshadow palettes. 8. Just do the math, 8 times 15. And then times however each of them cost. I was dead set on like trying to collect every single MAC eyeshadow that I wanted. Even if I knew I was never gonna use it. If I wanted it, I was gonna get it, and I did. Now that I'm slowly finding more joy in not necessarily decluttering, but making my collection become what I really truly want it to be for my use and not just hauling items, it's a lot easier for me to get rid of them, and I feel so much better because I know that whoever this is going to, it does have an owner already, that they would make amazing use out of everything that I'm going to give to them, because these aren't bad. I kept them for a reason. I just had to be really honest with myself. So these are MAC eyeshadows, pinks, a lot more cooler tone shades, some blue shades here, just a mishmash of stuff. And again, they're all really good eyeshadows. These three here are from Makeup Geek. I do have a bit more on the bottom, but they're black eyeshadow. And then just a couple shimmery colors here from Makeup Geek. Makeup Geek shadows are really nice. On the top here, I have 3 NARS singles. I forget their names, and I'm kind of scared to peel them back. But they've been with me for some time, and they're just shades that I really don't use at all. And then I have a couple duos here. I think I kind of like reconstructed them. I just pulled out single shadows that I felt I wasn't going to use and came up with these 4.5. Wait, no, that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. I also have, I forget what these are called, dual intensity shadows. This is a NARS shadow as well, and it's really pigmented, but this shade, it's kind of like this silver yellow gold. I don't generally gravitate towards it. It's just kind of been sitting there, so giving that away. And again, more Makeup Geek shadows, nice shimmery shades for all over the lid, everyday use. And I don't know, I think that's a pretty palette. What do you guys think? Like, is that not an eyeshadow declutter or what? Okay guys, that concludes my declutter for now. I will probably wait until the end of the year to revisit and declutter after my half-year no-buy. The more I get into my no-buy and start thinking about things I want to purchase when I go to New York and visit my brother, the more I realize, like, I really truly only want to buy primers. Like, that's what I need, that's what I know I'm gonna purchase. And the more that I declutter, I feel like I'm really validating that reasoning, because I really don't need to buy no makeup. I don't. Anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did enjoy the video and would like to hit the subscribe button down below, I would really appreciate it. Also, if you guys like this makeup look, go ahead and head over to Instagram. There I will list all the makeup products that I use to put this makeup look together. Thanks again so much for joining me. Until the next video, I hope you all are doing well, taking great care of yourselves. I will see you all next time. Bye guys.